Thank you for watching and listening to the Nubia Comedic Spectrum Inc. channel. I'm going to have a brief comment. This is from NBC News, and this is a topic about the Democratic Party and the Black church. And I'm going to tell you now, mixing religious beliefs and politics, that don't necessarily work. It has it has a purpose or validations, but it, religious and politics to me don't always work well.
Day of canvassing. They plan to keep at it ahead of the midterms, doing what they feel called to do. Reverend Herbert Daughtry says his 91 years on this earth have given him plenty to worry about, but not enough to dim his hope. It is one of the promises of the New Testament, a harvest at the proper time for those who do not give up.
This is our legacy. This is what has been bequeathed to us. This is what I teach my children. And as you can probably see from is that we are going to win. You are going to be successful. God has programmed you for success. Don't you program yourself for failure.
Recent polling indicates that over the last 15 years, there's been a 21-point jump from 9 to 30% of the number of Democrats who consider themselves religiously unaffiliated. So what does that mean?
9%
with regards to black votes?
to
Because we can
30%.
see in a 2020 poll that among religiously affiliated black Americans, 63% are Democrats. But among religiously unaffiliated black Americans, they're far less attached to the party. In fact, nearly half of them, 46% of the unaffiliated, say they're independent. So joining us now to discuss this shift and what it means for Democratic turnout and vote support, it's DNC Chairman Jamie Harrison. Chairman Harrison, it's good to see you, sir.
It's always great seeing you, Chuck.
I'm gonna get you to react to a lead from our friends at 538. And it's the framing for our conversation. The 2022 midterms are approaching, and black voters must choose between the Republican Party, which has actively worked against their interests for decades, and the Democratic Party, which has long struggled to meaningfully address race and racism, as well as other issues important to black voters. That is the conundrum. How do you keep black voters excited about the Democratic Party that many think haven't delivered for them yet?
Well, listen, Chuck,
Talk about reparations.
I think in the end of the day, in November, we're going to see historic turnout in the black community because they understand that this election is about a choice. It's a choice between a party that is built on fraud and fear and fascism, that is banning books written by black authors, that are suppressing the votes of black voters, that is trying to fight against efforts to bring down the cost that could have impacts on black communities. And you have a party that has just, we're in the process of putting the first African-American woman on the Supreme Court. A party that worked hard to bring down child poverty and cut it in half and had a disproportionate impact on the black community. And so you have a party that actually gives a damn about black communities and is working hard in order to make the lives of the folks in those communities better each and every day. And so it's about going out, making that case, and letting that be known. And I believe that we can do that.
Why do you think we've seen an increase in Republican support among black Americans?
Well, listen, I think it's the increase is probably slight, and it all depends on what part of the country you're talking about. The black community is not a monolith. It is also very diverse. And
Exactly.
Democrats have to understand this, that you can't take the black vote for granted. You got to make sure that you
Right.
fight for it just like you fight for any other vote. And so I think part of what that means is we got to roll up our sleeves a lot more, go into these communities, don't take people for granted, talk about the issues that are important to them, their families, and their communities. I believe that we can do that. We will continue to enjoy strong support from the African American.
Let's talk about the importance of the black church when it.
Can y'all talk about reparations? That's all I'm saying. This is part of the reason why one of the things I don't support about ADOS is dealing with churches. I understand It's a powerful political base. So I get that part. And I'm not against people who are Democrats, but I don't support the Democratic Party, but I'm a non-party. This channel is a non-party uh, partisan. This channel is lineage based, African minded first, African heart first, our ancestors first, our ancestors here first. ADOS for life, ADOS first. Our ancestors, our African and Native ancestry here first. Our lineage. Get it? Thank you.